In the 90-year history of radio, Britain has never had a national commercial pop station. But that, it seems, is about to change. Capital Radio in London is rebranding 8 other regional stations, creating what its owners hope will be a rival to BBC Radio 1. Here's our consumer editor, Chris Choi.
Capital with the biggest hits Tuesday afternoon.
Not so much a radio announcement, more an upbeat declaration of war, as this stitched-together band of commercial stations forms a new network. It's a switch in the balance of pop power.
If you're watching the webcam right now, hello!
For the first time, Radio 1 has a national rival.
This is absolutely huge. This will be the first time that the UK has ever had a national commercial hit music radio station, something to genuinely rival the BBC.
At the moment, the UK has 5 national FM licences. 4 of those belong to the BBC. Commercial station Classic FM is the other. Now, Capital Radio's owners want to effectively create a national pop radio station by rebranding local stations in southern Scotland, the North East, Yorkshire, Manchester, Birmingham, the East Midlands, Wales and the South Coast. What listeners are getting from all of this, at last, is a direct national challenge to the supremacy of Radio 1. But our audience is also losing something. Critics say there are clues here, behind the scenes, in technology that allows radio stations to appear more local than they actually are. For some hours of the day, local jingles and content can be beamed from studios hundreds of miles away from the area. Critics see this as a downgrade from the old days of truly local radio. And while many in the music industry welcome the radio rivalry, some mourn the loss of more local flavour.
More and more local stations are being taken over, by a corporate, and they're less local than they used to be. They're coming from some indeterminate place somewhere, and they're not able to get into the local community.
Radio 1 wasn't commenting, but for those who listen to the radio or read the ratings, change is in the air. Chris Choi, ITV News.
There'll be no hiding place for Wayne